What's better when it comes to vans, manual or auto? Today, I'll tell you what I think. It's going to be a pretty short video, not much to talk about really. And before we get started, if you're new here on the channel and you're interested in van living, van life, smarter van life, click on the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and that way you'll see my future videos as I post them. Now, in the past, I have chosen cars that were manual. I can drive manual or automatic, and I have specifically chosen manual cars over auto because I felt like they were more fun to drive. And on some occasions, sometimes, having a manual allows you to drive a little bit more to the conditions. But I've kind of changed my tune in the last year or so, and the reason for that is in the process of selling several vans, I've noticed that a lot of potential buyers, one of the first questions they'll ask, or maybe even the very first question is, hey, is this a manual or an auto? And a lot of people don't have a choice. A lot of people can only drive auto. So if your van is a manual, then you're automatically just disqualifying a bunch of potential buyers, which obviously is something you don't want to do if you're trying to sell a van for a good price or trying to sell it quickly. So in future, if I'm faced with a decision and I've got two vans that are both very, very similar, one is a manual and one's an auto, well, I think I'm going to choose the auto. The autos seem to be a lot easier to sell. This one's manual. It is fun to drive. I like them, but a lot of people don't have the choice. They have to buy an auto. So that's pretty much it. And yeah, again, it all comes down to selling the van when that time comes. You want to have as many potential qualified buyers as possible. You don't want to be disqualifying anybody. So that's why I choose auto, or that's why I will choose auto when I have the option. I'm not very fast. When it comes down to it, if I'm looking at a van that I think is a good buy and it meets my criteria and it's a manual, I'm going to buy it. I've got a manual license. I can drive a manual van. I enjoy driving manual vans. I think I'm going to be able to sell it. However, I will say again that I just think auto vans will be easier to sell than manual vans, just because so many more people can drive auto. You're not disqualifying anybody because of that. While we're on the topic of if I'm comparing two vans, my ideal van would be something that fits all of my criteria. What is my criteria? I don't even know what that is myself. My criteria is basically a van with sufficient room in the back that's a good buy. And besides that, I would usually choose diesel instead of normal petrol. And I've made a video about that one. I think they're easier to sell as well because they get more kilometers to the tank, better mileage. And I would choose an auto instead of a manual if I had the choice. Look, they're not really deal breakers for me, but if I come across a van that's a good buy, that's a diesel auto, wow, I'll be salivating trying to buy that van in a hurry. And that's what I think. So if you have any other opinions about the debate of manual versus auto, you can share them in the comments below. I'm going to sign off here. Oh, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. Really appreciate that one before you run away and watch the next video. Otherwise, you have a great day and I'll see you next time.